Hello, people. How y'all doing out there in the YouTube world and in the universe and all of that good stuff? Y'all, I am tired today. I'm not feeling well today. Um, but I'm pushing through. And it really got me thinking about the topic for today. Um, this idea of pushing through even when you don't feel like it, but also knowing when to yield to the warning signs that the universe is giving you. It's a delicate balance. So we're going to talk about that tonight. My name is Latrice Sampson Richards. I am a mental and emotional wellness creative, a licensed professional counselor, and a certified life enhancement coach. I teach Black women the skills that we need in order to heal and manifest. And I do that by sharing my journey with you in hopes that it'll help you along your own. And so, welcome to From Scratch Live. Um, I'm just going to share this real quick. Y'all make sure you go ahead and share it with your people as well. Um, and I'm going to give y'all a few minutes to come on in here. Make sure that if you have not yet, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe. Hit the little subscribe button. Make sure you tap the little notification bell so that you can know when I go live. I would appreciate it. And to be honest, you would appreciate it yourself. Okay. All right. So I'm just sharing. Hello there. When you come on in, make sure you say hey or whatever. Let me know that you're in this piece. I would greatly appreciate it. Um, I just need to make one more share. All right, there we go. So yeah, like I said before, I'm not feeling too great today. It's like a double whammy today, let me tell you, because Mother Nature is doing her thing, and I don't know about you, but on my first day of Mother Nature, girl, she wears me out. But then on top of that, my sinus has been giving me some issues. And so I really couldn't hardly do anything today. I had to call in to work today. I just got out the bed not too long ago. And so I haven't been feeling well today. And so I was on the phone with my husband and I was like, babe, I don't feel well at all, but I have live stream tonight. And I was like, man, I really need to, I really need to do my live stream, but I'm tired. So I don't know. And so he was like, well, babe, just do what you think is the right thing to do. And so when I really thought about it, I think what I realized is that, I need to be able to push through in certain instances and certain circumstances. Like that's definitely something that I have been struggling with in my own journey. And there's a thin line, a very thin line between pushing through and pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone, pushing yourself past your fears, pushing yourself past your insecurities, pushing yourself, to do more, to be more, to want more, to manifest more when you don't feel like it, when those negative thoughts are creeping in, or when, you ain't feeling that great. You know what I'm saying? So there's a thin line between pushing yourself, but then also trying to force something to happen. And I had to really consider which was I doing today? Was it that did I need to push myself outside of that comfort zone? Or was I trying to force myself to do something that is just not supposed to happen? And the more that I thought about it, and I really tried to tap into what was happening inside of me, what I was feeling, and realize, hey, Andre, and realize that, you know what, like, this is one of those times where I need to push myself. Um, this is one of those times where I think it's like I want something different in terms of my business. Y'all know I've been working on growing this business, growing this brand, and just getting my message out there, trying to help as many people as I can help, for as long as God will allow me to do that. And consistency is a huge part of that. And so, in an effort to be more consistent, one of the things that I realized is that, like, I really struggle with telling myself no. And it's something that's coming to the surface more and more for me, not just telling myself no when it comes to like spending money or shit like that. Like, I could tell myself no when it comes to spending money. I think because I've gotten to a certain place in my financial journey that, like, I'm okay with telling myself no. um at the end of the day, money is money. Either it's there or it's not. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think my struggle has been with telling myself no when it comes to like the juxtaposition between self-care, honoring what my body needs, honoring what my emotions need, what my mental processes need in that moment, but then also honoring the things that I want to manifest, the goals and the vision that I have for myself. Um, and really straddling that line for myself between like pushing myself and allowing myself the space that I need for self care. Does that make sense? You know, does that make sense? Like that has been a huge struggle for me. Like, because so I've had a few instances of like, or situations where I've been working on a project or something like that, trying to get a project done or a collaboration or something like that. And it just seemed like at every turn, shit is going wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always something going wrong. But I made up in my mind that this is something that I want to do, or it's something that I need to do. And so in my head, I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to push through. And it's like the fact that these obstacles come up, like in my mind, it's almost like I see it as a challenge that needs to be conquered, And so I do, I push through and I ignore all of the warning signs that are saying, Mayday, 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 bitch. This is not what you need to do. This is not what needs to happen. And I try to force it. You know what I'm saying? Until finally the universe or God puts their foot down and says, okay, like, listen, I told you this was not going to happen. I told you this was not the right time for this. I told you this was not the right relationship. This is not the right partnership. Like I put all of these things in place to tell you that this is not the thing for you to be doing, and you've consistently ignored that. And so what I'm going to do is just pull this away from you altogether. And that's when it hits me, and it's like, oh my God, like I was trying to force this thing to happen. And, it and so for me it has been, oh, I'm still a work in progress when it comes to understanding what is pushing past your perceived limitations and what is trying to force a circle into a square peg. You get what I'm saying? Like, at what point do you cross over from persistence and resilience into naivety or, blind ambition? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. So tonight, I mean, I'm still learning this lesson, like I'm actively in the process of learning this lesson. And tonight, like choosing whether or not I was going to do this live stream for me is definitely like an example of that, like trying me in my life trying to find that balance. I feel horrible right now. My voice sounds different. I got, listen, all up in here, my face is hot. My face is hot. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm all congested, like all up in, like I feel like shit right now. I really do. But at the same time, knowing that I was coming to talk to y'all, knowing that this is something that I actually want to do for a living, like this is something that I enjoy doing, and I get benefit out of it, and I know that you all get benefit from it as well. And so knowing that this is something that is moving me forward personally and professionally, it gave me the little shot of energy that I needed. And getting everything set up, getting everything started, like in terms of like actually doing this live stream tonight, it wasn't a battle. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't a battle. All I really needed to overcome was the mental block of this damn sofa feels so good. I really don't feel like getting up off this sofa right now. I feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the biggest obstacle. And I think that is, being in tune with those kinds of things, being in tune with what is actually happening, what are the obstacles that you're facing, what is it that you're actually like, what are these hurdles that you're having to jump over? How big, how intense are these hurdles? And how does it feel for you on the inside when you are being confronted with or yeah, confronted with these hurdles? Like what is it that you're feeling? Now I understand that in order to do that, you have to first be in tune with your baseline, and so many of us are just not really in tune with our baseline at all. But that's a whole nother talk for a whole nother day. But for me tonight, what I think it just kind of all fell into place for me, that like this is how I'm able to tell the difference. Because when I'm putting my all into something and really trying to make something happen, and it just seems like no matter how hard I try, I can't get that thing to happen, something else, or like I put out this fire and another fire pops up almost immediately, and that fire is raging just as strongly as the first fire was. It one like, once or twice, okay. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens. These are the things that we face when we're trying to make changes in our lives. But back to back to back to back to back to back to back, I'm, having to fight these battles, then that's probably an indicator that this is not something that's intended to happen at this point in your life, or maybe ever. You know what I'm saying? And that maybe you need to really take a step back and reassess the path that you're trying to take, or the goal that you're trying to manifest, and really get clear about whatever it is. So tonight for me, I had this internal moment of, am I going to push through this? Because the reality is that, like, if I get an opportunity to do this for the rest of my life, which is really what I want to do, you know, like I have to be able to like deliver even when I don't feel like it. Like it's not always going to be a situation where if I don't fucking feel like it, I don't have to show up, because people are dependent on it. And so, yeah, I feel like I'm rambling now. I'm good, Andre. Just feeling a little bit under the weather. I only left my house once today, and that was to get something to eat because I had not eaten all day. I called in sick for work today. I'm not really like feeling well, but I'm doing well, and that's, I think, what really matters at the end of the day, is that I'm doing well. And I think that there's something to be said for that as well. Like, just because you're not feeling well in the moment doesn't mean that your entire situation is fucked up, or like that you can't be doing well if you're not feeling well. That's interesting. That's very interesting because that's very interesting to me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having a moment because I think I had never really considered that before. Um, and I think back to moments in my journey where things didn't work out the way that I thought that they were going to work out. And in that moment, I felt bad. I felt horrible. I felt like shit. I felt like I wasn't enough. I felt unworthy. I felt like a failure in that moment. But that didn't change the fact that overall, I was still on my path. It's just that that thing in that moment that was taking place was an unpleasant thing for me. It was an unpleasant experience, but those experiences contributed to my overall journey. So I'm still winning, even though I lose one of those battles. And I think it's because I choose it. I choose to see it as a win because I have an opportunity to learn from it and to grow from it. And I have an opportunity to pull the lessons out of it and to be able to apply those lessons moving forward. And I think that makes a difference. It really does. Y'all feeling me? Do that make sense, or am I rambling right now? Y'all talk to me. I see y'all in here. Y'all talk to me. I know I'm not my normal energetic, you know what I'm saying? Let's go self. But I'm really just trying to preserve my voice because I need to record tomorrow. And so this the most words I done said all day today. When I tell y'all I didn't even brush my teeth until about an hour and a half ago. And I know that's slightly like TMI, lightweight TMI, but I didn't. Like I didn't even brush my teeth until like an hour and a half ago. Like I have not gotten out of the bed all day today. I felt horrible. I've been feeling bad all day, but I got my ass up for y'all. You're welcome. Hey, Tracy. See what I'm saying? Hey, Tracy. How you doing, girl? Thank you, girl. I sure do appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I'm actually going to go ahead and wrap this up a little bit, for tonight. Y'all got almost 20 whole minutes out of me. Um, hey, Faith. How you doing? Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm actually gonna be wrapping up in a few minutes because I am not feeling well tonight at all. But I appreciate y'all for showing up, and hopefully, like I said, I'm gonna try to continue to heal up tonight, sleep it off tonight, and then hopefully tomorrow I'll be back in the swing of things. So I might do a random live with y'all tomorrow inside the Facebook group. So we'll see. But y'all make sure that y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure that thank you so much, Faith. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the little bell so that you can get the notifications of when I go live or when I post new videos. And join my Facebook group, Trust Village. It is a safe space for healing and manifestation. It's an awesome and amazing group of Black women who are there to love on each other and support each other and, really just kind of be with each other as we all move through our journeys. And so y'all make sure that you do that. Okay. All right. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. I'm going to go drug myself up and lay it on down. And until next time, be well. Bye, y'all.